As we ended on number 10 in the previous video, let's continue from number 11. So question 11, what term can be used to describe animals that feed on the remains of fresh from the environment? So that is scavengers. You can say scavengers or scavenger animals. Then number 12, state any one primary sex characteristic in boys. So we have experiencing wet dreams. We also have production of sperms by the testes, and we also have enlargement of the penis. So these are primary sex characteristics in boys. Then number 13, who is a convalescent? So a convalescent is a sick person who is on treatment and is recovering and is recovering from the illness or sickness. So that is a sick person whom we call a convalescent. But remember, we also have another one who is called an invalid. So that is a sick person who is totally down with the illness, who is very sick. Then number 14, name the substance that can exist in all the three states of matter. So that substance is called water. So remember, it exists in solid state as ice, in liquid state as liquid water, and in gaseous state as water vapor or steam. So 15, identify any one problem that can be faced by a P7 girl who becomes pregnant. So one is school dropout or dropping out of school. Dropping out of school. Dropping out of school. We have contracting STDs and many others. 16, suggest one way windmills can be useful to man. So windmills provide man with electricity. Windmills provide electricity. 17, the skin is the organ of the body responsible for feeling. How is it adapted to feeling? So the skin contains nerve endings. The skin has or contains nerve endings. So it is these nerve endings that enable the skin to feel. They are the ones which send the messages to the brain, and hence we are able to feel. Then the diagram below shows a method of harvesting trees. I think this was supposed to be trees. Number 18, name the above method used for harvesting trees. So this method is called coppicing. the method is called coaxing. So that is how that method is called. Remember, we have many others. We have pollarding, we have looping. So we have also selective fading. So you need to be knowing all these methods. So number 19, state one way the sun can be dangerous in the environment. So the sun can lead to drying of crops. The sun can lead to drying of crops or vegetation. Yes. 20. How does the blanket keep a person warm at night? So the blanket prevents heat from escaping from the person's body. So the blanket prevents heat from escaping from the body. So the blanket does not have its own heat. So what it does, being a bad conductor of heat or an insulator, it just prevents heat which is produced by our bodies from getting out or from escaping. So that's why we become warm when we have when we cover ourselves with blankets or when we wear thick jackets and so on.